तो नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सभी का एक बार फिर से एक और नए एपिसोड में। और जो एपिसोड होने वाला है वो कंटिन्यू स्टोरी करेंगे अपन एलन अवेक की। और पिछले एपिसोड में हमने देखा था कि पेट्रोल पंप की तरफ जाना है, लेकिन पेट्रोल पंप के पहले भाई एक जगह है, वहाँ से हमें शॉटगन मिल गई है। और वो शॉटगन का इस्तेमाल करने के लिए, मतलब आगे बढ़ने के लिए भाई पहले ही 6 जन आ चुके हैं अपने ऊपर हमें मारने के लिए। तो वही नहीं जम रहा, तो वो इस एपिसोड में हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे। तो चलिए ज़्यादा बातें न करते हुए, चैनल पे नए तो चैनल को फटाफट से सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और बेल आइकन को दबाना मत भूलना, क्योंकि जब भी कोई नया वीडियो अपलोड करूँगा आपके पास नोटिफिकेशन पहुँच जाएगा। तो शुरू किया जाए। चल भाई, मुझे लग रहा है कि भाई ये गेम जो है मुझे ना अच्छे से जमेगा वो कीबोर्ड पे, ना कि कंट्रोलर पे। वैसे भी कीबोर्ड का पहले बटन दबा दिया था, इसलिए मुझे लग रहा है कि कंट्रोलर को ये नहीं कर रहा है, सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा है। कंट्रोलर कनेक्ट है फिर भी चलो कीबोर्ड से खेल के देखते भाई। और शॉटगन देख रहे हो आप, ये देखो भाई, पेटी भर के गोली बैटरीज है यहाँ पे। तो बहुत सारे जन आने वाले भाई। ये आइटम लिमिट पहुंच गई है भाई, जितना ले सकते थे उतना ले लिया है हमने। आ जाओ आ जाओ एक एक करके। एक साथ इतने आ गए ना यार। बैटरी बैटरी बैटरी। ठीक है, भाग रहा है क्या? इसमें कुछ अलग एबिलिटीज है? खड़ा रहे एक जगह पे, खड़ा रहे। कहाँ गए? शाबाश, ले ले ले, भाग रहा है मनहूस। ले ले ले, इसको क्या है? अलग किस्म का कुछ नहीं हो रहा है भाई इसको। ये बॉस है क्या सबका? भाई बैटरी एमो खत्म हो गया। एमो कहाँ था? एमो कहाँ था? अरे भाई थक गया ये। कम ऑन एलन भाई, एमो कहाँ था? मुझे लग रहा है मरेंगे अपन। ये साइड था। जल्दी 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 जल्दी। ये रहा, आजा आजा। मनहूस। Finally, guys.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
पहला जेब भर लेते भाई। ओके, सब फुल है। चलो गैस स्टेशन के यहाँ पे जाना है हमें। यहाँ पे थर्मस देखा था मैंने, ये ला। ये सपना ही देख रहा है मुझे लग रहा है अभी भी। ओपन करना है। चलो भाई गेट खोलो खोलो फटाफट। यहाँ पे भी आएंगे, मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना यहाँ पे भी आएंगे। गैस पहुँच गए पेट्रोलियम की तरफ।
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
अच्छा भाई ये कुछ तो पहचाना है यहाँ पे जब एलिस के साथ हम यहाँ पे आए, मतलब वो
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
तो इतने सारे नाइटमेयर के साथ भाई लाइट में आने के बाद थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है हमें, ऐसे बोल रहे अपने एलन भाई, जो कि हमें भी अच्छा लग रहा है। क्या था भाई ये उठा किधर गया? और ये हमारा भविष्य।
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
कुछ लेना देना नहीं है,
The
किसी के
garage
बारे में
was a
बात कर
mess.
रहा था।
It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
तो गराज में भाई किसी तरह की फाइट हुई है और ये सब वाट लगा के रख दिया है यहाँ पे। लेट्स फाइंड आउट व्हाट वी कैन गेट हियर, व्हाट वी कैन फाइंड समथिंग दैट कैन हेल्प अस।
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
लूजिंग माइंड भाई, तूने तो अपना माइंड पहले से ही लूज कर चुका है, जो कि तेरे को ये इतने सारे सपने आ रहे हैं। मनहूस, सपने से बाहर निकल, उठ जा। इसमें पेट्रोल वगैरह ले ले, जला देंगे वो लोगों को। सो द 68th annual Deer Fest, September 15 to 18th, game and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions, live music. For the children's, Buck-toothed Charlie, afternoons after Montgomery, the Mystics Amazing Phantasagama evening. Sorry for that. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest parade. Okay, Deer Fest का कुछ बोला है भाई, कुछ कंपटीशन टाइप है। ये पढ़ लिया है हमने, और कुछ तो नहीं दिख रहा है यहाँ पे। खाने के लिए कुछ उठा ले यहाँ से, यमीज फ़ोन यूज़ कर ले भाई, चल जिस काम के लिए हम यहाँ आए थे। ओह थैंक गॉड, कोई तो आया भाई हमें बचाने के लिए। ऑफिसर।
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are
पागल
you
हो
okay?
चुका है भाई ये।
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
मैं मुझे तो यही समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि सपना है या हकीकत है, और कौन सा सपना है और कौन सा हकीकत है। पुलिस ऑफिसर बोल रहे कि भाई यहाँ पे कोई, जहाँ पे हम गए थे आइलैंड पे, मतलब छोटा सा घर था, वहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है। देखो भाई, यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं है वैसा। अभी चालू हुआ क्या भाई एलन वेक? अरे भाई गाना।
Bravely on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me.
तो समरी देख लो पहले फिर से एक
I
बार।
don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
अच्छा, पहला एपिसोड ख़त्म हो गया नाइटमेयर और दूसरा एपिसोड का नाम है टेकन 3 years ago इन द न्यूयॉर्क सिटी। सो बाजार से सामान लेके आया अपना एलन भाई। हे हनी, आर यू होम? आई हैव बॉट समथिंग फॉर यू।
Honey, I'm home.
हनी
Back here, sweetie.
बेबी।
How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
सो अपने भाई हनी के लिए कॉफ़ी बनानी है। एलन वेक को देखो भाई साहब, ही इज अ समवन, ही इज अ समवन स्पेशल, ही इज अ सम फेमस पर्सनालिटी आई गेस। कॉफ़ी बनानी है,
Coffee's
बाहर
on.
जोरदार
Great, thanks. I'll need
तूफान
it.
आया
I'm gonna
भाई।
finish this by tomorrow.
हो गया क्या कॉफ़ी? और कोइंसिडेंटली भाई अभी मैं भी कॉफ़ी पी के बैठा हूँ।
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you
Guy.
seemed to think so last night.
अपने डेस्क पे है लेकिन कहाँ है भाई? हाँ ये यहाँ पे।
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time...
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
भाई ये कोई सीरियस ट्रॉमा है भाई अपने एलन भाई को।
was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan,
क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ भाई?
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
अपने हनी को भाई फोबिया है।
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
आप भूल गए होंगे तो मैं बताता हूँ कि अपनी वाइफ को है फोबिया, अंधेरे से डर लगता है बात बहुत
Especially when I'm
स्पेशली।
not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
ये जो
Alan.
नाइटमेयर से है वो भाई
Yeah, nice
बचपन से
story,
आते हैं।
writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
अच्छे से एकदम सुखी परिवार था और अचानक से क्या हो गया है, क्या से क्या हो गया है। प्रेजेंट डे ब्राइट फॉल्स। तो ये जो स्टोरी थी
How do you
3
feel,
साल
Mr.
पहले
Wake?
की थी।
Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
ये अभी का दिन है,
I'm
मतलब
okay.
अपन जो
My
खेल
head's
रहे थे
fine.
उसके
I
बाद
had to
का।
lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
सो ओके ग्रैंडपा, हमने आपको झूठ बोला है कि हम सब, मेरा मतलब मेरी तबीयत बहुत ठीक है, नहीं तो हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएंगे, हमें भेजा जाएगा टेस्ट के लिए। और सेरा ब्रेकर के बारे में बता रहे भाई अपने ग्रैंडपा जी है जो कि डॉक्टर ग्रैंडपा है, और सेरा ब्रेकर एक पुलिस ऑफिसर है, बेटर पुलिस ऑफिसर है। हे ऑफिसर, गेम है क्या पीसी में?
Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant.
ये
Bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change
पहली
them
वाली है,
in the
मतलब जो
dark.
बर्गर
I'll be
शॉप
sure
में
to
मिले थे
take
अपने
care of
को।
it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
ये चूहा मिसिंग है क्या भाई?
Mr. Wake, the sheriff
Alice
is
was
waiting for you
missing.
in her office
I
down the
needed help to
corridor.
find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to
Cynthia
be
नाम है
the
भाई।
editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
अभी बाहर नहीं जा सकते जब तक कुछ
Alice
पता ना
looked through
लगा
the
ले।
viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
तो ऐसा कुछ जैसे कि अपने एलन भाई को दिखा है वैसे भी भाई एलिस को भी दिखा था। इसके बारे में बात हो रही है। टॉक टू सेरा ब्रेकर के पास जाना है भाई हमें।
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right?
भाई ये जो ईरा था ना,
Was supposed to be driving
ये
it at the rehearsal
बॉक्स वाले
today.
कंप्यूटर्स का
Over.
बहुत खतरनाक था भाई।
Mulligan here.
पर्सनली
Looks like
बहुत
someone
पसंद था
really
भाई।
smashed the garage.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
कहाँ है उसका ऑफिस वैसे? सब जगह तो जाके आ गए। ये यहाँ पे शेरिफ ऑफिस। इट्स अ मीटिंग रूम। हाँ यही से तो आए हम। मछली रखिए भाई वहाँ पे। यहाँ पे भी कुछ है रीड करने के लिए। मिसिंग रिचर्ड बॉक, बुश डैंक्सकी, जेकब मिलर on a camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you. It's none of our business भाई। हमारी वाइफ खो चुकी है फिलहाल, तो इनसे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है। Let's meet
Come in,
the
Mr.
sheriff,
Wake. Your
Sarah
phone's
Baker.
on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
Excuse me. I need to take this.
Hello?
Alan, please help
Alice?
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I
Don't
help
do
you with
nothing
anything?
stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there from the cell corridor.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
भाई एलिस को किडनैप किया है, ये बहुत अनएक्सपेक्टेड था। अभी कॉलर ने जो बोला है भाई कॉल पे, किडनैपर ने जो भी बोला है वो करना पड़ेगा।
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to.
और लेफ्ट जाने के लिए बोला है फेंस के यहाँ पे।
Just one more item before.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
और एक प्रेडिक्शन भाई, किडनैपर को भी कोई तो दिखा है।
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Examine the junker.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
लाइसेंस है एलिस का।
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out
ये
yesterday.
बैरी है
I'm
भाई,
here in Bright Falls.
एपिसोड 4 से।
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
एलिस के किडनैपर से मिलना है और उसके लिए हमने बैरी को बोला है भाई हमें पिक कर ले।
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story
ये
from
वापस
darkness,
भाई
shapes it
सपना
from
देख रहा है।
nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
इसका कुछ फ़ायदा भी है भाई, मतलब कि ये हमें विजुअल्स दिखाए जा रहे हैं टीवी पे, कुछ लेना देना पे कौन घोर रहा है भाई, खराटे मार रहा है। देखो इतना सीरियस मैटर चल रहा है भाई, सो रहा है।
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Hey, take it easy.
यही बंदा है जो एलिस को भड़का रहा है।
Nobody move! Get your hands off of my client! Who are you? I'm Barry Wheeler, his
Barry.
agent.
ये Barry है
If you
भाई।
have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
ये सही था भाई, बैरी भाई आने अपने को बचाने के
What
लिए।
the hell was that about, Al? we don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story.
चलो भाई कोई तो है भाई हमारे ऊपर भरोसा करने वाला.
A place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go.
जो है Apple
Great
Watch
to
पहने
see you
क्या?
again, Mr. Wake. Later.
बैरी चमड़ी है बैरी.
Max.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing.
ये
at
जगह तो भाई
everybody.
बहुत खतरी है.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
कोलंबियन मैमथ. सही है भाई ये स्टोर तो सही है.
She even
एल्डरवुड.
has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just
Talk to Rusty.
disappeared? When was the last
तो
time you
बाहर जो
slept?
बंदा है वो
Are you
रस्ती है
high?
ये भी.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay.
Sure.
Not a problem.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
ये प्यारे हरामखोर को भी लग रहा है कि भाई ये स्टोरी है कोई तो
Meet a kidnapper?
जो मैं बना रहा हूँ.
Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
चुप कर
She's my
थोड़ा सा
wife,
भाई.
and it's my call.
थोड़ा सा चुप
Can
कर.
we talk about this later?
दे भाई
This is the
फॉर्म ले.
form you wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
चलो भाई
Can you
एक
tell me
जगह
how to
तो
get
मिल
to
गई
Lover's Peak?
रहने के लिए.
Oh, sure.
लवर्स
It's at
पिक
the end
जाने
of the
का
nature
पता
trail.
बता दो भाई.
Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Okay, thank you. Get the
If you're
keys
having
and get to the
trouble
car.
finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's
ये
right
लवर्स
below
पिक है.
that.
Okay, Rusty.
Trying to pull a joke on me, freak me
I'm
out?
off.
It's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what.
और मुझे लग रहा है कि भाई एलन भाई का दिमाग खराब हो चुका है. इनको डे में नहीं भाई नाइट में निकलना है भाई लवर्स पीक की तरफ किडनैपर्स को ढूंढने. बोलो. तो लवर्स पीक के लिए मुझे लगता है कि हमें हाँ बैटरी ले ली है मतलब खून खराबा होने वाला है. खून खराबा तो नहीं होगा वैसे भी जो लोग हैं खून तो निकलता नहीं है उनका. बस ब्लैक कलर का धुआं निकलता है, वो जल जाते हैं मनुष्य। हो, ये हमने हिलाया है क्या भाई, या फिर अपने आप हिल रहा है? मैं सच में बता रहा हूँ भाई, भूत से डर नहीं लगता है हमें, लेकिन जो पैरानॉर्मल एक्टिविटीज़ होती है घर में, जैसे कि ये चेयर हिल रहा है भाई, इससे ज़्यादा फटती है। आई एम टेलिंग यू ऑनेस्टली। सो मुझे लगता है कि हाँ रुक जाना चाहिए और कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में, क्योंकि कुछ बड़ा होने वाला है। एलिस को ढूंढने वाले हैं किडनैपर्स के पास जाके, तो इसके लिए भाई बड़ा एपिसोड चाहिए होगा, और यहाँ पे अपना टाइम ख़त्म हो रहा है। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में। तो एपिसोड मतलब वीडियो पसंद आया तो लाइक ज़रूर कर दीजिएगा और सब्सक्राइब भी ज़रूर कर दीजिएगा, और देखते रहिएगा रिपर डेथ, और नेक्स्ट वीडियो के लिए, नेक्स्ट एपिसोड के लिए देखते रहेगा रिपर डेथ। तो चलिए चलते हैं, और ख्याल रखिएगा अपना।